I'm headed out to the gym, but I wanted to talk to you about the maximum hydration method. And I wanted to quickly just give you a little snippet of my of what I think of the maximum hydration and how it's important to you. So if you're interested, just stay on, okay? Well, welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, my name is Patrice Evans. I am the belly dancing minister, and I bring out the joy in a woman. I unlock her joy through her beautiful hair and her beauty from the inside out, keeping Jesus at the center of all that we do. If you want to know more about me, then go ahead and check my other videos out, and you'll learn a lot more about me for this video. And for today, we're going to be talking about our beauty, but it's always starting with our hair, of course, because hair means a lot to a woman. It is our glory, and doesn't matter where you're from, hair does matter. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the maximum hydration method. There is so much information online about it. I want you to take the time and study what that is and all the ingredients and everything, because that is not something that I really want to focus on. I'm more a holistic person that kind of pulls it together to help you understand the whys, the hows, and how it fits into your lifestyle, your psychological well-being, and everything about how these specific things can work for you and how to make it make sense for you if you haven't been understanding it. If you have looked at all those videos and you still don't grasp it, I'm here to help you grasp it and see if, after knowing what you know about it, do I need it? Why do I need it? And if I do need it, how do I use it? So that's kind of what I'm here to do. I'll do a little bit of reading, and I've been having to use glasses more these days, so please bear with me if I'm struggling in any way with the reading. But I'll do some of that. Just as a little thing, I want to let you know, a full disclosure, I am trying out some protective styling because I'm doing a trial for myself this week that I'm going to come in next week, God willing, to share with you what my outcome was and if I want to move forward with it and if I want to do a challenge with you. Okay, so comment below if you're interested in my version of what a protective style would be. So this is not my hair. This is the hair that I have used over the years that is very close to my hair, and I'll explain more later why I choose this and these looks and how I do what I do for protective styling. That's in the next video. I didn't know which one to do first, and I figured this would be more important because to get this, the sooner you get this maximum hydration thing down, the better it's going to be for you and your journey. So I don't have a lot of time because my card is full. So that's good. That'll make me talk faster. Okay, let me just give you a little, I'm on birdie.com with a Y, and I'm reading this person's definition of what maximum hydration is. The title is Meet the Maximum Hydration Method, 6 Steps to Soft Natural Hair is what it's called. And let me just skip right into what is the maximum hydration method, okay? The maximum hydration method is a hair care regimen typically comprised of 5 steps designed to systematically increase moisture levels in the hair until max hydration is reached. MHM started making waves on a black hair media thread back in 2014 when a user known as Pinky Cube posted the method to debunk the long-standing myth that 4C girls can't wear a wash and go because our hair is too kinky. As a wash and go girl with 4C hair, this person says, I think this is a myth, at least based on my experience. So that's kind of right before I came in on the scene, and I'm going to explain my take in a second. Let me just read a little bit more about this. So then she talks about how to create a perfect wash and go, and she talked to the people from Diva Curl, which was also going on at the time, and there was this whole thing about how to take care of this kinky curly hair at that time, and there was a book about it teaching us how to do the curly method and all this stuff. And so this person interviewed her and said, in order to get a good wash and go, you have to start with the water and getting your hair moisturized. Okay, so how does the method work? If you're someone with low porosity hair, meaning the hair cuticles are tight and sometimes resistant to soaking up water and moisture, the 5-step regimen is said to hydrate, strengthen, and stretch curls while maintaining volume. pinky cube says that you'll know the method is working when the hair is clumping and curling at the ends, and when your curls are shapeable even when hair is completely dry. While users tend to put their own spin, MHM, to address personal hair concerns, the maximum hydration method is usually completed in the following 6 steps. Step 1, the Cherry Lola treatment. As the first step in the maximum hydration method, you'll want to create a mixture that's known as the Cherry Lola treatment, which combines a number of ingredients including Greek yogurt, amino acids, and honey to hydrate, reduce frizz, and make hair easier to detangle. Before you get started, you'll want to take the Cherry Lola ingredients and smooth them in a blender, then pour them into a bowl. There's some more ingredients, I believe. There are a number of variations on the Cherry Lola treatment, with the 2 most important and non-negotiable ingredients being yogurt and amino acids. All other ingredients are optional, but the below is the most well-reviewed and moisturizing routine when you're using the Cherry Lola treatment as part of the maximum hydration method. Cherry Lola can be used as a hydration treatment on its own without completing the remaining steps in the maximum hydration method. So she gives the portions and everything. When your mixture is ready, you'll apply to dry, detangled hair, saturating it from root to tip. Once each strand is evenly coated, put your hair up into a shower cap. You'll leave this on for between an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on your exact hair type, and then rinse thoroughly with warm water. Then you're going to clarify. You have 2 options here. You can mix a baking soda rinse or a apple cider vinegar rinse. Both are easy to create. Baking soda rinse. You'll mix 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda into 1/3 cup of conditioner and set it on the hair for 10 to 30 minutes. Apple cider vinegar mix, you'll put in a spray bottle with a 1-to-1 ratio and spray on hair, leaving it for 30 minutes to an hour. To skip this mixture, you can also use a pre-made apple cider vinegar rinse. Step 3, co-wash. Deep hydration co-wash is what you want. Since some shampoos can strip hair, co-washing cleanses while conditioning, which is beneficial to natural hair types. You'll section the hair and apply your co-wash product from root to tip, apply a shower cap, and then steam the hair for 20 minutes. And then it says, she says Pantene Deep Hydration Co-Wash is one of her favorites, and she used the Kiri Dew for the steaming. Then step 4 was the bentonite clay. It is the Indian healing clay. I believe it's the calcium, not the sodium. It doesn't say on here. A personal love that she has is bentonite clay for her hair. It's a mask, and she shows the ingredients of that. 1 cup of bentonite, 1.5 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of honey, and 1 teaspoon of olive oil. I can already show you some things I wouldn't do in that. Okay, before you add the oil to the mixture, I want to share a tip that curly stylists have given me. Since oil and water don't mix, that was what I was gonna say. You usually just it just sits on the hair without preventing the cuticles. But honey, on the other hand, can help give natural hair what it needs with amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. So that's exactly what I was going to say. I would never put oil in my hair until I'm done. Clay mask can be messy, and she talks about that. So step 5, apply your styling product. And so these products, this is where she brings in the Diva Coil person, and I think that's where the Curly Girl method came in with what types of things to use, botanicals, but correct me if I'm wrong. This is way back, so I'm trying to remember all this. First, this step you'll want to do in the shower or under running water to ensure the hair gets all of the water it needs. Other tips I learned from Diva curl props, but now Diva Curl's having some setbacks, but they kind of helped with the natural kinky curly hair community with the book and how to deal with our hair back in the day, and really profited from that with the products and everything. And now we're having some kind of a backlash with the products, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but this is they were one of the first to help form how we understand hydrating our hair. So you can use a gel or cream, and it should be botanical. That's where the curly girl method comes in. I blended it anyway. We'll talk more about that. Then step 6, time to stretch your hair, and this is where they were saying to use a diffuser. I disagree, of course, with that. Y'all know that already. I use banding and washing and running. So I think those are all the steps. Okay, so since I don't have a whole lot of time on my film, and I'm going to have to come back and finish this, I wanted to just tell you my take on it. So basically, back in the day, we were trying to get our hair to be at the level that the 1s, 2s, and 3s were. When we started the natural hair community movement, we did it because we were struggling with our hair. And then in around that time, 2014, well, those girls who didn't struggle with hydrating their hair, they just flourished. And all they did was they stopped the perming, they stopped messing with their hair, they started taking a little care of it, or maybe a little more than a little care of it, and then boom, they flourished. And they were kind of the ones that were thriving. And so then the low porosity / 4 type hair, we were lagging behind because we couldn't get our hair to see its potential like the other naturals. So there was this pain going on. And I think some of them were telling us, well, just live with it, that your hair will never have pattern. And so when Pinky Cube, when Miss D, I believe her name is, anyway, Miss DK, she came up with this treatment that's very extensive. Please look it up. And it helped people with low porosity 4 type hair see their curl pattern. We learned, and then Diva Curl wrote a book about it, the person who did Diva Curl, that we all have a curl pattern. And that was really exciting for the kinky curly hair community, especially for low porosity 4 type hair. I'm in that community because I have very low porosity hair. I always knew I had a curl pattern, but I couldn't figure out how to do it after it was dry. So I came in on the scene in 2016 when we were altering this technique because it was getting cumbersome. If you look at what she and this article only talked about those 2 ingredients, but when you really look it up, there are a lot of ingredients and it's extensive and it takes a long time. So it started to get modified, and then we had the curly girl method, and then we had the all water method. So when I came on the scene, I saw all of these methods and found the one that worked for me, but I love the concept of maximum hydration. So the idea of maximum hydration is when we as type 4, and I'm 3C, 4A, so I have the type 4 within my hair, maybe 4B, 4C, 4A, 4B in places. Low porosity hair, it's where we were able to finally get our hair at the maximum hydration, so we can have a running start that's fair and equal to all the other types. And then at that point, we can now thrive with our natural textured hair. And so that I believe in. And so just to make this a shorter video, and then I could do more on it, is that why do you need it? Because when you come out of a weave like I did, or you've never taken care of your hair, the first thing you need to do is get your hair on a maximum hydration, which means that it is hydrated from root to tip when it's wet. I don't think that definition was very clear, so there are multiple videos on this, so please look it up. I wanted to give you just something so that you can have something to go by. But I believe in that. When you come out of the weave and when you cut off everything you've been doing, you need to get your hair at the maximum hydration level. And why? The most important thing is because that's how you start knowing your hair. When you start off at a running start like everybody else, the type 1, 2s, and 3s with that pretty, those wavy and those curls, they have that maximum hydration. That's why they're able to see that hang time, the clumping, and all that stuff. And when we have that 4 type hair, we can do that too at the level that our hair naturally is supposed to do it, but we're at a disadvantage if we can't even get to the running start. So getting your hair to maximum hydration gives your hair a running start. So now you're like, okay, my hair is at its maximum hydration, its maximum health is what that would mean. Now I know what that feels like. I know what it looks like. now the ends, let me trim off the things that don't look right. Now that I know this, I know how to keep it like this. Now I can begin a normal regimen. So you use these treatments. How do you use them? Use them to get your hair at that level, depending on your hair. I don't recommend that you use it to the T if you have fine hair. I recommend that you use it for 3 days if you have fine hair, and go the 7 days if you have thicker hair, and if you can handle it, and then stop. Once you're in maximum hydration, just get a regimen, replace those things, or get rid of some of the things, take away that protein, and just do things that keep it moisturized weekly. And then I can give you more videos on what to do beyond that, okay? So why is maximum hydration so important? Because you cannot know your hair until you've seen it at its maximum healthiest state. And it's almost a disadvantage and unfair to us if we don't get to start there like everyone else is, to even see our kinks and our beautiful curls. So you have curls underneath that kinky full hair. You have a curl pattern, and you will be able to see it using the maximum hydration method. So try it out. If you have more questions, you want me to do more videos like this, I can get into it more, but I want you to start with making sure you have maximum hydration. It is imperative in order to begin your journey. And from there, like I said, then you begin to have a regular regimen week to week, moisturizing your hair, deep conditioning it. Okay? Well, I hope that helped you. Please comment below if you have any more questions. I love you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.